on League can take many different forms and can also span across many different genres and sounds. Despite shape-shifting in all kinds of ways, however, one thing is always there, like a North Star that is ever present no matter how much the context changes from project to project. Whether we're talking about scoring for trailers and cinematics, or full songs, or music themes for new champions and new skin lines, or interactive music for new modes, it is no secret that we at Riot truly believe in the importance of delivering high-quality musical experiences to our players. In order to do that, however, creating great music isn't enough. Our mission, our North Star, is in fact to create music that is intrinsically connected to our IP and that is capable of drawing meaningful lines between elements of our IP, elevating it into a beautiful universe with a life of its own. When we draw these lines between elements of our IP, we establish a connection. And this connection can take many forms depending on the nature of this or that product. During that process, this connection can start from any point within our League universe and reach any other point as long as creatively and intellectually there is a good reason behind these new connections. And as long as there is awareness around potential future or present scope changes that may require a greater commitment from the team. Let's have a look at a couple of examples. Here is Fiddlesticks, probably the creepiest and scariest champion that we have on League. After having gone through the sound exploration and audio design process that I explained earlier, Fiddlesticks' sounds landed in a place where creepy metal gestures and sinister vocalizations married each other to immerse the player in a dark and somewhat horror-inspired palette. During his passive spell, Fiddlesticks places an effigy that to others looks just like him. And when that effigy is summoned, you can hear metal squeaks resembling a melody aimed at raising that feeling of discomfort in the surrounding players. This melody was then utilized and arranged to become the main motive in Fiddlesticks' music theme, which is a cautionary tale of a mother singing with her child. In this case, the sound design of in-game assets informed the music direction and the execution of a music theme. You may remember Jhin from a few minutes ago. Jhin's music presents a similar yet opposite approach to that of Fiddle, when it comes to how it fits into the big picture and the lines that he was able to draw between crafts and elements of the IP. Jhin's music, in fact, is so representative of his refined and elegant personality that after it was written, it ended up informing and contributing to other aspects of development, eventually even finding its way into the game in Jhin's ultimate ability, a notoriously iconic moment in League gameplay. It is important to mention that once something so iconic makes its way into the champion kit in-game, we are raising excitement in our players, and with that, we are also raising their expectations. Players will now want to see the same iconic moment being translated to other thematics whenever we make a new skin for Jhin. In other words, we are signing up for a scope increase, which must be taken into account early on when these decisions are made, so that we can be equipped and comfortable in meeting this new need regularly for our players. We've now seen how, in some cases, final sound assets can end up informing music direction and execution, and other cases of how music can inform sound design, even to the point of making its way into the champion sound kit. There are numerous other situations, however, in which the two are not necessarily and directly blended with one another in their final form, yet they still share a common denominator, like a common thread connecting the two. The music theme for the PSYOP skin line that we recently released is a perfect example of that. Just like with any other thematic, our sound designers created a whole library of building blocks that were used to design sound effects. In this case, however, those building blocks were also utilized to compose much of the music, including specific musical elements like synths, contact instruments, and percussions.